That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. That's right, it's another time for the Boar's Nest here with the hostess with the mostest, your friend Bubba Duke. That's right, I am back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome everyone to the show. Thank you for showing up. It's nice to see you here, my friends. I hope we all have a good time today. But kicking off the show here, this is not just another regular run of the mill Bubba Duke show. No, we're going back to the Twilight Zone, people. The name of the show, the Twilight Zone. This is where I do all my fun stuff as far as paranormal, myths, legends, that kind of stuff, the fun stuff. So I have lined up today. Everybody knows I've been doing this Parabox t-shirt thing, and we've been finding out this, that, and the other, and what's been going on. So I have two shirts today. I got one earlier, and I got one about 2 days ago. I have people in my room. These calls say Facebook users. So I just Facebook user says hi. Facebook user says, "Yo, Don. My name is Bubba Duke. My name is not Don. I don't know who Don is. Sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know who the Don guy is. But the first one I have coming up here is a big one. It's from a month ago. Okay, remember we all go to the website paraboxmonthly.com, and then this one says /06YE. I'm trying to think, why do we have to go to what's YE? So this month is about, and here's a little description. Hold on, let me get it. It's about the Yeti people. The snow monster. What else has he been called over the years, right? The great snow ape. So there's a description. I don't know how blurry that is because I know my camera kind of sucks. But it just gives you a description of the Yeti, once better known as the abominable snowman, is a mystical bipedal creature said to live in the mountains of Asia. Better yet, to pinpoint it just Asia, we'll go in my infinite wisdom of researching, which I'm getting better at. He is better known to be mainly in the Himalayas. That Himalayan mountain range is where he spends 90% of his time, they say. And that's what it says here, the Himalayan mountain range, which consists of remote mountain ranges of Russia, China, and Nepal. Nepal, if you say it properly. And the existence of the Yeti remains unproven. Well, I think we can prove it today, people. Let's prove it today. So again, you type in the website. We just got a big snow picture here with, some footprints going through the snow. The website again is paraboxmonthly.com /06 YE. YE being the first two initials of Yeti. And the password we're looking for on our t-shirt is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 letters long, okay? So on my t-shirt, which I'm going to hold up here for you in a second, on this t-shirt, okay, is the password you're looking for to get onto the website. Okay? So, and with my research, I've done it already. I've done all this. I've pulled it all up. The password on there is footprints, all in capitals. Footprints, all one word. Like it's two words, but it's all put together. And it'll bring up your information on the Yeti. Okay, pardon. I'm going to mute my mic for a minute because I'm going to move it here. Hold on. Okay, there you go. Sorry about that. Okay, so you look it up. You get this big description, it says Yeti and gives you a story. So in said story, it just says in 1921, a British explorer and politician, Charles Howard Dash Bury, Bury. Anyway, spotted massive footprints while on an expedition to Mount Everest. Okay, so he was on his way to climb up Mount Everest, be one of those brave Englishmen to conquer the biggest mountain in the world. His Sherpa guide informed him that they must be those of the Metho Kangaman. I butchered that word. Anyway, in an rough English translation means man bear, snowman. So that was the first exposure the world had to the world, because that at that point we were worldwide. We all knew blah 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 what was going on. So that was the first exposure the entire world had to what is better known as the abominable snowman, aka the Yeti, aka snowman, snow monster. Like they got a bunch of names for it here. And again, it says it's in Russia, Nepal, and China. That whole chain of mountains. But little known fact, that the great Alexander in 326 BC conquered that area and demanded to see a Yeti. And the locals at that time just claimed and told him that the beast does not live this low, it lives in higher altitudes, which they can't get to because obviously they didn't have the ability to get that far up a mountain range, right? Back then. So yeah, it just gives you a bunch of information, gives you the stories, which is cool. It gives you a video of the Yeti and that whole Yeti craze and stuff. And that's it. And then it gives you things to sort out at the bottom. Um to fill a puzzle. You got to do a puzzle to help you get the password to get entered into a draw. So if you complete that, you got to email me or message me on here on Facebook or on YouTube and let me know that you've completed that puzzle. This was the password, and you enter yourself into a draw to get paranormal stuff, whether it's another T-shirt or a trinket or something. Who knows? Now, I know a gentleman named, and I know you're all going to laugh at me, Josh Gates, Mr. Expedition Unknown. And he did, and his crew of 8 people, he only took 8 people with him, did a hunt for the Yeti in Nepal. They went up Everest, they went on a couple mountains in that area, did some interesting footage. I can't show you anything because of copyright stuff. I wish I could. But yeah, he and his crew went up. From what I understood, they got some very compelling evidence. What I would recommend is go watch it and make your own decision. Base your own decision off of, is it real or is it just a myth, just a big legend, a big hoax? Again, you're going to make your own opinion. You're going to base your own opinion. I personally believe that he proved the Yeti's real. Therefore, Bigfoot's real. We just don't have the ability to find them for some reason. If they're just monsters that are supposed to remain myth and legends, then fine. Whatever. We all agree and all disagree to agree. I think they're real. I think he proved it far beyond belief. For me, some people, hey, it is what it is. But again, you look on that picture of on your T-shirt if this is something you're going to get into, and again, I'll just show you the. This is the picture I got. And right here, let me try to zoom in on it here, if the camera will let me. That'll be Prince in the bottom cheek there. You see where his teeth are and his lip? You go just above that in the first hairline. It starts just above his nose. You follow that line down. There's the word Prince, and the same thing on the other side. It says foot right there. So again, you load up that website. It's a card. It's Parabox monthly, right here, and it'll give you the password over here. Oops, wrong side. On this side, right here. I know you can't see it because the reflection's so bright. I wish I could maybe do this and it'll help. Yeah, see, there's the pass. It's fuzzy. I'm sorry, my camera sucks. But right there, it says password, and it gives you the lines. Tells you how many letters you're looking for. So when you look on the shirt, you can find these letters, or like mine says foot, and then print on one side. So yeah, on the card it just tells you where it's based from. Um, like I said, Russia, China, Nepal, that small area, which is Nepal. Um, the bottom of it says the Yeti is said to be muscular, covered with dark grayish or reddish brown hair, which is just like a Bigfoot, and weigh between 200 to 400 pounds, which is 91 to 181 kilos, roughly. My math is correct. It is relatively short compared to the North American Bigfoot, which is averaged about 6 foot tall, which should equal about 1.8 meters in height. Though it is the most common from reported Yetis have come in a variety of shapes. So if you look up Yetis, even if you look up Yeti on the old Googles there, the old giggles, you look up Yeti, you get a variety of pictures. Tons of different pictures. They're tall, they're short, they're fat, they're skinny. They're Some of them are white completely. Some of them are a blue with the white. Some of them are I mean it just changes all the time. All the stories change. It is what it is. It comes and goes. But yes, I would look up the Josh Gates Expedition Unknown is the name of the show. The name of the show is Expedition Unknown. Now, the title of the episode you're looking for is Hunt for the Yeti. And it brings up some, you got to look it on YouTube and all that fun stuff. They did a bunch of stuff as far as like their research. They went and seen a supposed Yeti cap, which is the top part of their head where it narrows in, and their skull cap, as they call it. Uh, was it real? Was it fake? I don't know. They did do a lot of close-ups on it. It does look like hide. It does look like hair. It does look real. Now, whether those people are telling the truth or they just don't know what it is, and you know what I mean? Somebody's head was shaped into this, and then when they passed away, they just put it in there to preserve it and say it's a Yeti head. I don't. Who knows? I it, Again, to prove it, you got to do DNA testing on it and carbon testing, and to do that acquires you to basically destroy part of it, which they don't want to do because out of respect for these people and their traditions and their beliefs. So you can't really prove it. You kind of either believe it is or you call bullshit on it. They did do and did capture, as far as I remember from watching the episode when I was doing my research, that they did catch a infrared or like a heat signature of a Yeti. Again, being that it's not true color, you can't tell if it's been edited. You can't tell if it's maybe just a person dressed up, come up they were shooting up a cliff or something, up a hill, and there was a dip there, and the person just come up and then went back down. Again, there's so many different um, sides to this video, to the story, to the if it was real or if it was edited or if it was, again, it's you take it how you want to take it. I think it was real. Even doing my research, I even had the ability to pause the video and actually look at it and slow play it and rewind it and all those abilities. So I believe that it's real. Again, it's your call. It's your how you feel if you want to go and watch this stuff and call bullshit on it and say, listen, Josh was just, he fucked us all like big time. And I don't believe anything he's saying. I don't believe any of the videos. Again, that's your opinion. All this is to like get you thinking. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get you thinking like about the Yeti, right? The Yeti, the Bigfoot, um, ghosts, goblins, and all that scary stuff, right? Like just to open your eyes a little bit and say, hey, is this stuff real? Or are people just pulling the wool over my eyes? Right? Am I just being fed a bunch of stories, or is this actually true? Bah, bah, bah. That is for you to believe and you to tell me whether you think it's real or fake. Again, leave your comments. I love to see people commenting. I love to see people coming in and saying hi. The Yeti, Bigfoot, it's kind of compelling, whether they're real or not. Do you believe this stuff's real? Do you believe this stuff is fake? Do you believe this stuff can give you nightmares? Oh, hell yeah, it can. If you believe it enough, it'll give you nightmares. But again, who knows? Right? Think about it. Think about it hard. When I come back from this brief message, I will have another t-shirt that we can look up and another t-shirt that we can talk about after these brief messages from the great people at Collar and Elbow.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand, the wrestling brand. A brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. Collar and Elbow is the brand. Passion and love for wrestling is the drive. I am Al Snow, and this is Collar and Elbow, the wrestling brand.
Welcome back to the Boar's Nest, y'all. How's it going tonight? I know this is a late show. It's 10:30 at night where I'm at. Damn! Bubba Duke's up late. Thought I'd throw you a little lifeline. Tell you, hey, I'm still here. Know I've been a little busy. Lots of stuff going on in my life. Lots of stuff going on in the world of the Boar's Nest. Hell, even Roscoe isn't even here tonight. He took off, going to chase those Duke boys. Doing his thing, being himself. So, my next segment Still dealing with these t-shirts, still having some fun with this stuff. It actually has to do with the Flatwoods Monster. Flatwood Monster. Okay. Again, the Flatwood Monster has not been seen since the night the incident happened in 1952. That's what they're saying. The monster was 10 foot. 10-foot Flatwood Monster. Chairs around the country that guests are encountering to visit photo ops. So that's just they're just a monster that they supposedly took a picture of, and now they're traveling. So on this one, when you find the password, it's not on the t-shirt, but there are symbols on the t-shirt for your puzzle on the website. So this one is the same thing, paraboxmonthly.com, and this one is 07FM for Fleetwood Monster. Or Flatwoods Monster. Sorry. Wow, that's a tongue twister, people. How do I... Dude. Okay, so on this one, on this message on the back, I know you can't see it because there's words. Okay, obviously you can see all that, but see the dark letters throughout this thing. There's a lot of them right there. Okay, so that is your code, because you don't see any extra letters on the t-shirt, which is kind of cool looking, actually. Let me see if I can get it open here and not have it dump all over my table. Whoop, sorry, I just hit the mic. Here we go. Okay, so there's the Flatwoods Monster. Kind of silly looking. So, my boys in West Virginia, Mr. Tucker, I'm calling you out, sir. I'm not saying your full name. It's just Mr. Tucker. I want to know from you, my friend, if you have heard about this. West Virginia's the Flatwoods Monster. My best southern accent, I guess I can put on. If you've heard of it, tell me what county it's from. That would be a good one to come up with. But this one says, let me read some of the information here. It was September 12th, 1952. 1952. In a small town of Flatwoods, West Virginia. I'm sorry, I'll stop. I'm just having fun with this. It was 7:00 at night, and some schoolboys were playing football. They saw an object falling from the sky that looked to be on fire. Hello, Facebook user. I'm sorry you don't have your name here. You actually need to go to your Facebook section called StreamYard. Go into StreamYard there, and it'll give me your name so I can actually give you some props here on the Boar's Nest, which would be fucking awesome to know who's talking to me. I know one of them was Trianne. I think that's her name properly. Her and I have been friends for years. But yeah, she just come in. Scott Andrew Smith explains the direction of the something. It says something bright, maybe a fireball. Apparently, the fly overhead and land on nearby hilltop. Okay, so I should probably say that in the best southern accent, so it'll make sense. Something flew brightly, maybe a fireball. Apparently, to fly overhead and land on a nearby mountain. That's what he said. I don't know if that makes fucking any sense to anybody, but for me, it don't. Regardless, my interpretation is something flew over. It was bright. Maybe it was a fireball. Appeared to fly overhead. Oh, dude. Twilight Zone. Speaking of Twilight Zone, that's what you're at right now. This is what I'm calling this segment from now on is the Twilight Zone. Because this stuff is fucked. All right, so the boys and two adults hiked up the hill to check out this. Hold on, we got a fireball because that's what it does. It goes fireball. Apparently, there was an overwhelming rotten egg smell in the air that burned their eyes. So they had a rotten egg smell. Okay, so that's gonna burn your eyes. You know, the old egg fart tends to burn the retinas a little bit. They seen movement from their left coming from the woods. Andrew said they shined a flashlight and saw a 10-foot tall monster hovering above the ground. Dun, dun, dun. Sorry, boys, but I would scream like a girl and run like fucking hell. Spewing smoke and gas. Okay, so I wasn't wrong. This alien was farting. Okay, so they got an rotten egg smell. Okay, dude ate too many fucking egg salad sandwiches. And of course, he's gonna hover above the ground and look like he's 10 foot tall. Dude, if you're shitting rotten egg smell, it's gonna be spewing smoke. Okay, so that's your gas. And gases. So smoke and gases to me are the same thing, but you know, they're from the south. The monster. Is the monster scary? Um, honestly, it looks like something a 12 grader or even like a 12-year-old fucking Drew. If I could have a picture, I might try to bring a picture. That's supposed to be a picture of the monster. Okay, so I mean, to me, it looks like something from When Mars Attacks. I'm kind of poking fun at this one, but I mean, in all seriousness, these people thought it was real. I mean, you got to think this is 1952. This is like just the height. Like we're starting to pick momentum up about aliens and space crashes, and people are trying to make their buck on the whole alien craze, right? So we got to kind of decipher: is it real? Is it fake? To me, it looks like a light bulb with a skull in the middle of it, grandma's lampshade, and some tassels hanging off it. Like, tell me that ain't what that looks like. Here, I'll try to get a better view for you. Okay, the light bulb around the top, skull in the middle, grandma's lampshade upside down, right? Arms are from a mummy, or not a mummy, one of those fake skeletons, and then tassels hanging off the bottom to make it look like legs and stuff. From When Mars Attacks, people. So I had a user, sorry, people, I'm not. We had a user say, "Is the monster scary?" So as I was just explaining, no, it kind of looks like a light bulb, a skull in it, grandma's lampshade, and tassels hanging off the end, and arms from, you know, something silly. Okay, so 10-foot monster hovering above the ground, spewing smoke and gas. Okay, so it's farting a lot. So it's just kind of hovering there. Its head was red and spade shaped. Spade shaped. Okay, so yeah, it does look like a spade from a playing card. Again, a light bulb. Okay, with a decent point on the top, it had glowing eyes. Nice. With splendid arms with claws. Skinny arms. Its body was covered in what looked to be green armor. Okay, so Grandma's lampshade is green. Cool. Thank you, Grandma. Even though it was flattened, fluttering quickly. It was emanating a shrieking sound, Andrew said. Oh my God. The group ran home and reported the incident to the police. Other than a lingering smell, there was not much evidence left behind. Okay, so that's the story. I know it's kind of, I can't read very well, so it sounds really silly. But there is a video that is here on the website that you can watch. Plus, there's a it's like a cryptogram is what it's called. There to fill out again. Your T-shirt has your T-shirt has. Oh, and I just figured it out, honey. If you're watching, because I know you haven't been around in the last little while, and you are helping with the research, I figured out what these images mean. I figured it out. The image is on the letter that correlates with the cryptogram. Huh. I figured it out, people. It took talking about it to figure it out. Okay, so in Fleetwood's Monster, on my t-shirt, the L and the A and the O have crypto designs in them. So I wonder if these correlate with what's on my screen over there. And that looks like a V. So that could be on there too. I'll figure that out once I get online. So again, another good t-shirt to wear, another good t-shirt to from these people over at Parabox Monthly. Again, good job, guys. I'm going to show you this t-shirt again so that everyone can get a good look at it and see what the monster looks like, because it has a picture of it on here, the Fleetwood Monster, because that's what the t-shirt's about this month. So that's what the monster looks like. And it's from West Virginia. So there you go. Fleetwood's Monster from West Virginia. That's what it looked like. Again, a light bulb with a space helmet in the inside, a guy with a mask on, right? And his chest is just like armor from a knight. Goofy looking arms and some red legs. That's what they said. Excuse me. Sorry about hitting the mic like that. Again, go on to the website. You need to type in the password, which we figured out was, I never told you that, did I? Oh no. The password was actually, it was creature. So type in that all in capital letters, creature, and you will get in to the website where you can play with the cryptogram, and you can play the little video there, and you can read about the monster, or you can go in and order nothing, because there's nothing to order off here. You literally got to go to parabox.com and you can order stuff off there, which you're gonna like. It's a good website, really cool stuff. So these guys seen some fireball in the air, and decided, let's go check it out. It smelled like rotten eggs, which I'm still making fun of in my head. I'm still saying silly stuff like, yeah, rotten egg smell. That would be Carl after eating too many egg salad sandwiches. Um, yeah, but it's just funny to read it. It says that it was spewing gas and smoke. Well, I'm sure if you ate too many egg salad sandwiches, you'd be spewing some rotten egg smelling gas. And if it's hard enough, you'll be spewing some gas too, and some smoke, for that matter. Again, this one you just got to look at your papers when you get it, right? Because you get two papers. Um, can't remember where I put the other one right now because it's just about a book to buy a book, so I don't look at it. But this one, the code you're looking for the website is um not on the T-shirt this month. This month it was actually encoded in your description on the back of your card. I'll just show you. You'll see some dark letters. I know it's not clear, people. I'm completely sorry about that. It's because my camera is literally garbage. But you'll see some dark letters and stuff. I don't like egg salad. I'm gonna assume that this is Mr. Carl Worth from Turnbuckle Studios. So if that is you, Carl, thanks for watching the show, bro. I appreciate it. I'm glad you took some time aside from your very busy schedule, brother, to come check out the Boar's Nest. So again, you just got to pay attention to what you're doing with these kind of things. Is if it tells you it's going to be on the T-shirt, don't just pay attention to the T-shirt itself all the time. Just pay attention to your cards. Look at things. If they got weird stuff capitalized or darkened and darker than the rest of the print, then you know that there's something there. Like, it's just, you can see it. Like in the middle of this sentence, the A is bolded. I think it stands right out at you. Same with this over here. Like all these different letters are bolded. So I'm looking at the T-shirt with Honey because Honey, she helps me with my research. She helps me unpackage and put everything together as far as the T-shirt. She folds them up nice and neat so I can show you guys on camera. But yeah, she helped me with this one. She grabbed the card and I'm looking at the T-shirt like a dummy, going, "I don't see any letters. I don't see anything to do with the alphabet." FB user is Carl. Oh, okay. So here we go. That Facebook user is Carl. Okay. Ha ha ha. Watch the bit before sleep for tomorrow's shift. Wow, bro. Okay. Well, thank you for popping in, Turnbuckle Studios. Letting me know that was Carl. And Carl is Turnbuckle Studios. But you be safe, brother, and have a good shift tomorrow. So I'm sitting there, no letters, no alphabet. Okay. And Honey grabs this awesome card and she's looking at the front. She goes, "All right, the Flatwoods Monster." Okay. She goes, "That's pretty. That picture of this thing looks pretty silly." And she said, "Light bulb, space helmet, skull, grandma's lampshade upside down, some skeleton arms, and some tentacles for legs." Okay. That's what I said. I'm like, that looks pretty silly, like, and she's looking at the back and she goes, "Oh, this letter is bolded and really stands out. Oh, there's another one." And then she went, "There's another one, there's another one, there's another one." So we read the description on the back, got the story, and then she's like, "Well, let's see what this, just in case, right? Gotta try it, because I mean, you're not finding any alphabets or anything on the T-shirt, but I had a bowl of alphabets in front of me, and I was gonna use them if I had to." So she tried it, and we got right in, and it says Fleet the Flatwoods Monster. And it gives you the story I just read to you about 1952, the month of September on the 12th. And she told me about the Flatwood Monster Museum and what county it's in and the story of the boys, blah blah blah. So never just stick to one thing. When you're doing stuff like this, it's kind of like an escape room. You kind of got to leave your options open to figure out what's going down. But so that was the 2 t-shirts I had. Yes, I do wear these t-shirts. I mean, they are right here right now because I've been kind of lackadaisy on my picking up my garbage and my t-shirts for that matter. So if you want to know anything about any of these things, like I said, it's the Twilight Zone in here. We just talk about any kind of scary or interesting stuff, like monsters that apparently hover because they spew rotten egg-like substances out their culo. And for you people that don't know that little bit of Spanish, that means your butthole. Smoke and gases out of their buttholes and hover and are 10 feet tall. Well, if you had a light bulb for a head, a lampshade for a body, and tentacles that spew gases that smell like rotten eggs, bro, I don't know what those rednecks were drinking, those hillbillies. I don't know what they were drinking, but that is some very potent moonshine, y'all. Okay, I'm going to take myself another break. Okay, so when I come back from this quick break, I promise you it'll be fast. I have some breaking news coming to the Boar's Nest. But I'll tell you and I'll fill you in right after this message. Enjoy.
The official Turnbuckle Studios shop is open. Official merchandise from all the favorite shows, plus merchandise you can only find here. Stuff from Turnbuckle Studios. Carl Carafel unboxes. The Boar's Nest with Bubba Duke. Miscellaneous products that you can only find here. Beats and beatdowns. And Turnbuckle Talk. Find all this merchandise exclusively at carlcarafel.redbubble.com.
Welcome back to the Boar's Nest, everybody. Yes, again, I am your hostess with the mostest, Bubba Duke. Now, as you see there, you can get Boar's Nest merchandise. That could be put on whatever you pick to put it on. T-shirts, coffee mugs, hats. You can get it on a hat. You can get that thing on any. You can even get it as a decal and put that sumbitch on your truck. That's right. I tagged Roscoe's car, so don't tell him. That's how I know. It's Roscoe. Yeah, he got a tag. But yeah, you can get that on anything. Definitely pick up some Turnbuckle Studios merch. Definitely. Their beats and beat downs. Damn. Now, you need to get some of that merch. That is going to be a very fucking popular show once it's a couple of seasons in. Maybe the end of the season we'll start seeing some stuff pick up. Definitely get your merch, get your hands, get your grubby fingers, get whatever you can on that shit because it'll go fast. And I'm calling it now. It's going to go quick. I'm getting a Boar's Nest decal printed out. Big enough to put on the window of the fucking General Lee. If the Duke boys will let me near it. They probably won't. It's okay. So, looking forward in the Boar's Nest, what's going to happen? Dun, dun, dun. I'm not sure if I mentioned, but it's going to be mentioned. I ordered not exclusive because but it is exclusive to a degree. AEW exclusive merch box. Ba, 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 ba. Yes, that comes with autographs, I guess. It comes different things that are strictly from AEW, and that should be arriving here. Oh, I would say in the next couple of weeks, give or take. I don't know how long it's going to take to get across the border. But when I get that, if you're listening, when I get that, because I know Carl Karafelt does an unboxing from Pro Wrestling Crate. This is an exclusive crate, AEW only. So if you are somebody that's AEW fanatic, bruh, sister, you want to be watching this channel when that comes out. Again, I will be setting a time. I'll be scheduling that unboxing so you all get a notification and you all can come watch it and see what this AEW crate is all about. What I'm going to get. What am I going to get? What am I going to get? I can't wait. I hope, and this is what I'm hoping for, fingers crossed, I get something from the Dark Order, from my boys in the Dark Order. Because, dude, who doesn't like the Dark Order? You gotta be retarded. I would also like to throw a shout out, now that this is my section of the show where I could talk about whatever the fuck I want. My boys over at OMFS in Oxford, Ontario, Canada, just outside Woodstock, Canada, and London, Ontario, Canada. During my shoot job, my vehicle broke down. Dead. There was no life left in her. She was done. These boys saved my butt, put me up for 5 days. I was stuck there. And we're great. They're great guys. They what they do is they're Oxford Mobile. I can't remember what the S stands for. Mobile Fleet Services. Basically, they service big trucks, trailers. If you're stuck on the side of the road, they'll come out and fix your flat tire. Great guys and girls. Office ladies were very nice. But yeah, they helped me out for 5 days straight. Made sure I didn't go hungry. Made sure I had facilities. I just slept in my truck because that's where I was comfortable. But I'd like to give a big shout out to these people for going over and above the call of duty for one truck driver. That really means nothing in the scheme of truck driving. So thank you. Huge shout out, guys. I'm going to keep wearing this hat for them as a shameless promotion to their company. They definitely saved my butt for those days, because they could have just said, no, too bad, get off the property. We don't want you on property. It's a risk, blah, 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 whatever bullshit story they wanted to give, they could have given it. And I would have been screwed because I had no money. But that's okay. So if you're ever in the southern Ontario, so if you're in Canada, there's a province, not a state, Ontario. The southern part by Toronto, London, Windsor, in that area, Hamilton. If you're ever in that area and your truck breaks the fuck down, if you can get a hold of these guys, if you're in their area, I highly recommend OMFS. 100%. These guys do their job and do it great. So there's my shameless plug, boys. I hope I get a t-shirt in the mail or another hat. I could use another Yeah, I'm slightly obsessed with hats and t-shirts. If you haven't figured that out yet. And the next thing I would like to bring up. Breaking news. This paranormal t-shirt thing has been canceled. Canceled. I think I get one more t-shirt. And then I'm going to get some money flow coming back in. Because, shoot jobs change. And when I get some money flow coming back in, Honey and I are going to talk about what to bring to the listeners on the airwaves and the video waves. What should we bring you next? More t-shirts? Should we bring you movies? Do a movie review of old, new, whatever kind of movies we can get our hands on? Or men's care products, because men have skin issues, men have beard care, they have armpit care, they have Carl has, and the wonderful people over at Love Wrestling have the whole male southern region covered, so I don't need to cover that. They got that handled. Ha! Pun intended, boys and girls. I know there's a few women over there that are fucking amazing at their jobs and need more promotion. Which you're welcome to come throw an idea at my show. I would gladly have anyone from Love Wrestling on this show to talk wrestling, to talk Love Wrestling promotions, anything. Love Wrestling, I don't care. Bring it over. You're more than welcome here at the Boar's Nest. Shoot me a lifeline somewhere and damn, come on over. We'll talk shit about fucking anything. We will let you shamelessly promote whatever the fuck you want on my program. Smoke whatever you want on my program. Drink whatever you want on this program. Because guess what? This bar doesn't discriminate about what you drink, what you smoke. Personally, I don't drink. Personally, I don't smoke. I do shamelessly promote the occasional Dr. Pepper, just because they're a non-sponsor at the moment, and we would like them to sponsor our shows here at Turnbuckle Studios. Again, I'm not the only show on Turnbuckle Studios. We have Carl's Unboxing. We have Beats and Beat Downs. And there's new stuff coming every day, all the time. Check out Turnbuckle Studios on YouTube. Check out the Boar's Nest YouTube, Facebook. We got Twitch. Working on a Twitter. Working on all that stuff. If I even open that stuff, I don't know. I think it's just more of a pain in the ass. I do know I have Facebook and YouTube, which is on right now. So, this all being said, I'm going to end a couple minutes early, I think. Or does anybody in the guest column have anything they would like me to shamelessly promote at this moment? Because I don't know what else to promote. Oh, the Boar's Nest will be going live on Twitch with Bubba Duke's Boar's Nest gaming section. I might start playing some Call of Duty again. Maybe I'll hook up a Switch and we will play some awesome live on the internet Mario Kart. Or I might get the Fam Jam involved and we might play some Mario Party and you can watch us beat the shit out of us with Mario and the Mario Party games that they have. So many different variations. So look forward to doing that with the Fam Jam. Get that shit covered. Maybe some friends. I might even have the Samoan come back in and talk music with me. Maybe we'll do a song review from whatever vinyl I can find. We can pull out some Steve Miller. We can pull out some America. We can pull out some Roy Orbison. We could pull out the Kiss live album. We might do that. Who knows what could go down in the boar's nest. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, chicklets of all ages, jelly beans, and all the people watching around the world, at some point in time, you're going to be watching this. It's going to go down in history one day as the greatest. No, I'm just kidding. But this little redneck guy does what he can, send some entertainment your way, and just, wish you the greatest and bestest days you can have. Remember, people, there's no reason to feel blue. Just remember there's somebody out there that does love you and always will. For myself, Bubba Duke, my producers over at Turnbuckle Studios, Carl Kerfeld, and Mighty Joe. I know he kind of pulled back, but you're still part of my shit, bro. And honey, I know you're watching. Thank you for all your support with the, research and keeping this guy's ass going. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it for the Boar's Nest tonight. I am out of here.